Edu baby e de nkomobo no e be hye ase mpempi ne policy makers anasa manyefo ene ene omo ebo nkomo ne so the issues bebre trendy. First of all, President Mahama eba be yi ne running mate na indications all set. Me can say from very reliable sources. Che say ya Mahama Professor Jena no Pokwadma kan so afo a won na hwe nwumasua so on na omampani Mahama ebebo nidin. Party for bebre say Mahama no oni clout. On to me for vote ma number 1 oyo obi oya academia wa woni bra dodo no awo school akira de asua de akwayi animrifo no nkasa no wo mhye da mpese ombeto aba ama no number 2 grassroots for no e form for no to de ene ma me no ni ayi class kra ho enso president Mahama so ope oba ebre we ye ebre wo se man so tumi ba nim no mo tumi contribute to Ghana democracy ne Ghana nkoso party for ni obi eni won ma wafa oba da so oni oba eko ebre bi abesin ko CPP 4 years say on befa oba so we de odi oba eko a ema so na edoso e wo Ghana edi so mampeni Mahama ka so odi oba akode na ma dodo no about 52% of population ebeto ama no sanse ma hu so omunua ba ni a okwa se be mema no kwa no mo pesika di a okwa obetia be ma no na so wa twena dwene abefie se nkola wo fie o otimi ejai nti o mampeni de ono ana o mampeni Mahama pese one no eko but in the meantime no you better analysis what will it mean because President Mahama against President Mahama Jena no Pokwadma as one ticket. Nanado, President Nanado, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Already Dr. Mahmoud Baumia has become a thorn in the flesh of NDC for Obo Mugumbe Kakrapa. And Jena no Pokwadma, Obeti me answer Baumia 175 questions now. And maybe Odema Dr. Emisata Nana. And only another question. Full soldiers so bebum because the core grounder and ye be after a COVID-19 cases. Confos yenye dintro yo yenye ye mu bebre ye ka say ye be ye MPP prime minister wie ye be tro din na hwa na ye ko 20,000 and eda ho 20,000 ye gusu tro din doctors say easy munnim na ekosoro ka ho a mu wo case ye be that issue no because o mampani kra his excellency o cost of isolation and ebinum kra ka say ye nua be makalo sahin cross afa be de hia na ko no hwe adwade ni mfridwuma so a ne ho asem bai so test positive odi akoba bi a ye tro din no ono aso wa resign so nkofo say da occupy Ghana for council be ye mfa no court MPC nkwa ye nyimfri ni sem na ma nipa foforo mrasa so we ni nokre wanye de se efata openi any other issues ye beka ho asem bebe na ni nyina no ye de abrao ye nua be ma na nadamo ye consultant o Ministry of Energy we be so awedi amanyosem achi achepa ye twese NDC empenifo no ba beka ho na ye de nkomo no ahyehye so but in the meantime ye ne hye nkomo na se openi kase anope ye mo ahye na those ya wakofa ba books akase we na aden budget na ebe we ya ba redu
oh David
me do ase you ko ba redu no tumi koti budget no koti paragraph koti page e dey am o ta papa ne dey e benya ne so na ache so ho ye dey
na me adom
na wo bo ho ban dey
yeguso
mo na monya COVID-19 no
me hu pa na onim
na mo na mo kofa ma president na say omo ben president
oh yes obi a ben president na wanya bi
na mo man ko prime minister nya mo na mo ko tete free prime minister ba
oh na say prime minister dey me ma me kan no krancho COVID-19 nya yare a esro obi a o na wo ye kaya ye wodwom anase wo na wi ase nyina ehye won sakra na COVID-19 ni de ensuro bia ntime de da ne da nyina no abre bia ye benya akwanya no ne ayeka ene se obi a enkoso na ombo no ba sabio enyado anakra mampani nkasa Ghana man nyina eye ne de ase ba ne se ye sikao se ya hoden o den ohia de abo no ho ba enyina ye begya atum se ye mfama no ono kra no eduru ba bia waka kire se ne eduru ne de obi ban mi a wanya bi ntime de me ho ekwa akosie kakra se ne be ya mehwe se bibia edayi pepepe enam protocols anu ankasa azomampani odi aban ntimi na odi ese nyina so ye di na example na wa setting echi pepepe na ye mboye ho ban se ne ebe ya asem bia enkoba ne yare bia nso enkonkoto bia ewo mema eni ntina ye gusu no me eye na se
ngana nkofo ka se na mamu nko primaries no okay o ne de me kan ke be ya muntu shede because mokoba ye na mpanifo ka se te se na po Dambotwe Sir John when nyina cry free one na cases when nyina buy you
a bit you know sabio yen hwa de no ye pa yen tumi nkyere poti se sa nipa we no na omukonya na e promise na se ana mebwa ebia na ebinu
but before then ya ante se omumu bia test positive
yen nyina so yen kan hunu se yare no wonya enyan na bi ansa na ho science ayeden e show eno ye na edikan na etosumienu bi okra na onya onhwo hwe enso no de nenam ho nti entumi ntene ye support ye nkase prime minister no mko ye ntina sansensem we nyina ayeden bae ye guso ye nhwehwemu ne ade ye kan se hunu se bebre na contact tracing ntina ye ka che omso mkonko ye test esanse wonam ho na ye ka che se we okay nipa we a oben we nya bi na ye bisa ne pa ne omo nya nkita hodie na wachire na ya kwa akohwe ntine ye ntumi ntene ye support ye nka se prime minister ntia no ya asemo a edikan ye tosumi no ane ewom se edru baabi a nipa ni bi wohwe se ne omusi ye omneoma na ha adwen kakra na asemu voter registration exercise ekosi me sheda anyamre ekohwehwehwe Wesley Gon mu ho ne ade kakra ohunu se isi baabi a omo ye ade na nkasa na obe nso mo create barrier bi ewo ho a omo di nkonwa sisi omo so omo je nipa 25 at a time omo de ohun so omo di so pepepe na mom omo a omo ndru sa barrier no mu na omo gina kire no omo na obekọ na ebia nipa na abodompem ejina ho bebre ebi nhye mask ebi mu kasa ebi mu yedede ni ade menya opportunity esi be 3 or 4 times any ebi mu kasa say yesrem sa de we amu ye de very dangerous esanse hu say isi no omo protocols omo de ahye ne de omo nkasa mu area na omo demarcate no oho e na omo betumi ayeden ayesa de achimota ho ba bi some say Kingsby me hu say ayesa corner bi yato wo na isifo no inside na nipa obekona nipa dom ejina gate na no a sabi ebi mu nhye mask protocols no mu follow hadwen say yes ebe hadwen papa be ha ebe ha me ebe ha nyina nti nkoto sere keke na mede bema
na enye isifo na unyini say isifo so afeli say de nkofo ka no omo na be ma ya assurance say oh ye be follow ye first say protocols ye be make sure say nipa be o happy and beba one at a time ni ade ye be ni say ndi say nipa ewo omo ban na chi no na say nipa abodompem won na say yare na spread wo ho a say easy na ni process e na ekoso no ndi yentumi blame easy
ohona eya na eya ye den kakra no esanse easy na kire say enya sa ade na kire say na ye kan say sisi no oman ni nyina no ana say large spaces baby so ne farmer easy sanse say easy ba no be ka so table we nyina nti sa table we so pena me de ye adwuma ti be ho no mo create ba ya kakra ho yete ha na ye space ade ne pepepa na say nipa ne bi ba be gina eye be se ha na say bia policeman o ho ye nipa ba akopɛ one o makasa wa ye ne obe bi obi amfi na ebe din pass o be ka say easy for na ama nkrofo be gina sanse bia mo be gina no kwa ka chem so mesrɛ mo ha ye makakra ntanka mun komati ana se mun twim kakra se ne ebe ya ni ebe den ebe bo nipa ne bi nso pese o ye ntem no correct sante ne ye ka ne nyina no ontie na be bia emfa be bia duro no de kamea ye se ya nhwe yi a na o se ye de bambofo na ye de omo police stations ho
na me kwa na mean say easy or be factor enu into an arrangement because once a woman nipa assurance I want to so say and our bona no ho ba say me de me make sure say be tro din no yare no entre say say na ye be tro din kra no na Dr. Foko Ghana Medical Association ka say easy ade amu ye be yanka mo ntwensan yo nka mo nto mo bu madam lawyer bi lawyer question say nka be kra nka omo fan ko she November na dwen che na oka no ebedu ho de bia na o in the so say nka vaccine ana bi kra na ya so yare na no na manya na mo so mu tro din nti mu tro din pa dia ene na eda wo so say wo be make sure say wo be ye nti wo ho de na enso na police fo a ade na ma police fo mbam
the other side of it no say unim say ansa na ye ba be tro din nipa ko bi anase amanyo ko bi akwa bontin ko ka say ye the police for ni military for akoye intimidation various deben say na be nipa ni bi entumi register me de metie say bi me nkasa ma easy me ma dwen keke na me kire e bi nso asansensem na ye den e ka ho me ntumi nkire me ma dwen anase me say na yesu cause ne wo de ma ye hunu say soldier for akwa kogu police station bia wo beti kroma na ye be koso ha say e ka kire mo say nkrofo yo mo ba be dada mo na mo be ye voter suppression ena ye mpene ena sabio mesre meka from antem ne ekoso ye nyina ye ni etua ene nkomodia ekoso ene nsem keka ekoso say yesi obi say ye nuanom omo ye agbefo anase ewes no mo nya Ghana sansensem bebre na sisi a wo san de soldier for anase police for 23 ekwakogu police nye be sikra nya asem ketwa nti ne enu nyina ka ho na ama yedru babia yedru ene me de ye madwenche na meche na mese ne se me ne wo no obi a ye mbo ye ho ban me de baby ameko bia no me nose mask me mfa nche me hand sanitizer bi da me car me bi o me office bi o me fie nyom obi aba me fie me make sure say me srewa one sanitizer me hunu say wa sanitizer won sade say me no betena opa de oboa meetings ya ye zoom calls ni ade no nipa ne bebre na ye ne sa na so mampanin krapo e de ne ho esie say or yes isolation kakra ene me no so de say boy ho bon modern papa uduru ho na akoto sa arrangement amaye nipa ne bia de ebuso a unia twon na ne nipa dom na nya de enkasa. The other thing I mean so me sign aka ene say social pressure na say peer pressure say nipa ne bebre egitum sa ade aye ye boy ho ba na start say ne ye ho edi nkoma sansensem emma na say nyina ye fa na say emfa ho na ye beye ne ye beye de ne kofa soldier 4000 kra ba na nipa ne beye no eno no me kasa no so na say me ka esi so say yenum bia se bio yenya platform say ya ye kasa nipa etie kakra no mesre say ya yenhwe ye kasa eyi nipa ni bi wo ho atumi bi ekuta ma nam de bie bia omkuta nti obi wano na se wo kasa ekwa ekire kakra mekai se ye owura ase du nketia time ye sha ase de lockdown by obekai obeka asem bi se hwini ho na mom rigging machine aban epese ode ba inti ena wakofa lockdown ediaba ema ne to nipa ne bebre asum ye kan nyina obete ne mrekra na binum se covid-19 eni ho na yade aban ahyeda akofa aba se ne ebeya obetumi enya kwan ededi nsemmone ewo abato na ye ba beto sa kasa no ne kra nyame anim ni amwa na menyinu se besi nnanu mate se NDC panin bi aba abontian be kasa sa kasa na ye ewura ase du nketia ekaye no enye menti bi da mampani John Mahama enne so oba be kan oba be born running mate bi a mesre no onjina so no ontim magana fo nyina enti se sa kasa ne de enye na covid-19 ewo ho nipa ni bi ahwere omunkwa na se ye hwe mpenifo a omo ahwere omunkwa na se kasa bi sa etumi free the largest opposition omo general secretary ho eba eto nipa ni bi etrem enu nti no me sure some my interviews bia ama me phone bi ga anya no kra aban na epesika dinti na o yes akasa ni bebre ni nyina ka ho men kasa ye no nko a ba ni nyina ka ho nti na ama ye bedure mpempen so a ye dure ye nyina ye hwe ya no kasa ye na ye hwe so se ye bedin hwehwe
ya so bi so be buza say ne na ye in charge mo na mo ye aban am ye in charge am de o man na no o ti so opposition kan na ka so enya no kra wo de asodie da wo so empendodo a wo na wo te o man na konwa kese so wo na wo je o man ni taxes wo na ye de o man ni resources asho nsem so be hwe so ye se wo be ye de se na efata how the babo man for no ban ya ya we ntere it clearly say wo hwe de ne say Ghana ye start say ye ni enya ye wo 2 cases pe e na ye call lockdown ye wo 20,000 cases say na just say aban ye de ye hwamo
debi o menia
debi cause o boy ho ban yi a say ne nkanya ne say ye do 20,000 ina he March ya na ye call lockdown yo in March, April, May, June, na ya ba bedu 20,000 cases. Seriously, opening 3 months pe. Ya jump more than quadruple.
This is here. Ne wom ne say wo de tie na making you. Aban asode na da na so no. Aban agi atom. Oguso a odi ho dwuma. Wo betie o mampani ne kasa. O say ade na eba na ye share the science and the data. Inti no ye tena ho na ye hwa ye nya 2 cases. Anamonto be na esi 2. Ye nya 10 cases. Anamonto be na esi 2. Ye nya 15 cases ana sa na ye na pepepe. Aban tena ho mbo ni trim keke enka say aha na ye duru nti me ye say there be ye ni mpenifo ma kwadro adwuma no na ene omo edi nkomo. Nya me ka anope ene say se ye nyina ye yesa no ye nyina ye gitum so se wo fa ko bi ti se NDC nipa ni bi wo ho a ne omo bete se ase edu nkete aka no eno ene da omo trim wo de ne kosoro eba fom wo de ne fa hen eno na wate sa no no so ye den agidi na se wonya mpenimfo sa na se omo kasa se covid-19 bia enni ho na mom no aban eno pese owia Ghana sika inti na wakofa bibiti se covid-19 na ba na covid-19 cases wo Ghana ne ade wunya yesa na se koto nipa nitrima sa nipa no kono kodu registration center na se ye kache ne se yesra mu nipa na ewo ha no omo doso dodo inti no mon komachi na se mon kofie na eye kakra maba na koto ni trim se da bi o we no mon pese me register inti me de kwan bi a mefa so a me de be register na me de be register covid-19 ni ho enye no kre sa nsensem ni bi eni kasa ni bi akoso e o connect ni bi ena ama e ka ho bi na ama yedru baby a yedru no nti na mesre se mpenimfo saa no eni nipa saa no eya mo kasa mo ma yenhwem wom se ya manyosem na yeye na so no se ye kasa na sa nipa ne bebre hwe mo nka bedru ho no na ye kwa akodi president ewo nsamanfo so ana se ye kwa akodi president ewo ikura ikura nyina ye yare
na consent enye legitimate though because nkonfo kasa yare mu se ye serious wa na yes you open kai of mampeni first and second and third address oh don't move the virus moves when you move afedo o mampeni kro ya o osi don't move o mampeni o osi don't move openi nyi obi na be kan obi be la yen o o mampeni no mu no obi gina TV so to Ghana for nyina don't move na de o mampeni ko sentence o mampeni na o akoya acclamation o mampeni even more expose president Kufuor ne na busu hwe papa ni age wasum Ghana say na mo de na kwa kwatena acclamation ase mu wie ya na mo akoya primaries ni nyina anye obi ka say mo sha mo share yes mo boy ho ban no mo to be mo di ehwa mo no
enu nti na ye ka say science and data ade no ye sha say
the science and data say don't move
debio
o man peni o kasa no untie o man peni first second one also ono on fa na dwene enya ade so say fantastic point also nya say bia emotions no de kasa or the data nti time man focus o say there be monto mo boasa anya say lockdown e fiti pe kwa na e ko lockdown in fact omo ye ECOWAS Zoom conference o man peni ka say bi say omo nhwe de obi ye so no makoye bi ye country specific nti de ye ma wo man no wa ye e say o te da se abra no ama akra so nti country specific no wa lockdown ye 2-3 cases pe country specific o say ma ye movie u data che say nipa no movie pe e de covid no so movie movie ye ya mo call primaries na covid ni ko 16 movie primaries ba ye ko 20,000 penny
okay now at the current year ka say data and science and say in your first 2 cases a call 4 cases and they started say kono sambe na yare na nkaza Ghana ye hunu bi da afa ni ye hu bi
o there be na if you all badada
oh there be o me can say apart from first 2 cases na e buy na Ghana ye nya bi da
and na be about Nigeria and the data from Nigeria was available
there be o na said entine you say country specific
okay
intine ni aba no ade ebeduru ha okay ni ebeduru ha na etesen na you say yeti ase nti abodemu nyansa pefo ekoye be kaya you say Legon center be ekoye genome sequencing me ye hwe ye hunu say ni free eye China na ye no pepepe na ba beduru Ghana ha na you start say ye mu nhwehwe ye na de mreso ya na ye test ewo ye nuguchi eduru ba bi ye de course KCC a na you start say ye test mu ni ade na mpenimfo bi so hwe ase so mo hwehwe yare no emu virus na etisen na say na si fear transmission ni ade ni nyina na eguso emre bi du ye no kaya lockdown ye na say Accra eni Kumasi Ghana bia aka ni nyina na ya lockdown na mum na movement on restrictions na ade no da so ye den wo ho san say ye hunu say Accra ni Kumasi no say na ma na esi kono na wo say ye de bibi etoso ebo etoso na yetumi etiase yi ansana ne ebeye ne yaye nti lockdown na 3 weeks sa 3 weeks no mu ne yedi dwuma bebrebe obe kan so sa 3 weeks lockdown no nsem bi sisi ya na hadwen ye ni anuma ya no mu ne eduane dia na se bebi o mbekọ no na still na omo okrom na nipa ne bi na o say ma nipa ne bi permission Ministry of Gender and Social Protection almost so koye ko chiche eduane ne ade na obe kaya sa mbere no kra na complaints ba say sa nipa na ye omo babaji eduane no kra no social distancing protocols no so na mu nsem rem a ye dwen wan tiase ye de ne sa nti abre bia no nia ye nim any data any science na aba no e na o mampanyin ehwe so na odi eka kire ekwan a e wo say ye fa so nti anya no kreda say o mampani edi enwamo da bi da obehwa Africa higher testing protocols Ghana say with the second or the third highest testing record e Ghana Nigeria omon tested to send Ghana for air testing but omon nam 28,000 cases yen san kire mu say 20,000 cases na ye kan eno nkire say nipa 20,000 na yare da ho na mum na chene say no pay me tie they say about 14,000 are recover into which are active cases na just about 6,000 which means say your recovery rate so you timi aso na my recovery rate na akoso and no pay me the me tie na say death na say 112 a day na kopon fa omo hwe omo nka no omo kra ensiki but we share statistics ya be hu ni say cases na akoso na nso no ye so mu yi pa say 20,000 na say 14,000 are recover there na asem a COVID-19 de yare de obi ani ho a ope obi ani obeka se me twen na menya yare na makohwe me treatment ansa na metumi aka se maya ade na ansa menya ade ye nyaaya ankan ma ne sakra ba hwe wiase afa na ba bia obi a country bia yare ni bia eden akọ baby de edi ye nya papa wo hwe wiase afa na ba bia yesi enemre ye ka se over 11 million o se den cases na yenya wiase afa na nyina nipa ewu over 500,000 people and we are safe for Nina. Osha Ghana, ye dear na 20,000, 14,000 recovery percentages more than impressive.
14,000 if 20,000, man.
Just about 6,000.
About 6,000.
Just about 6,000 cases. Inti no dear. And on a chres or man penny or born home. No one cassa, Edin who edianim and no chre.
The end of Rebecca. Well, born home days I would take recoveries. No, if we first active cases in my or just 6,000 active cases, which is good, a good record. But no crown for say more sheda, and I'm more manipulating numbers. And that was share calculation and you know credit. Almost is a protocol now. More the buy say we 2 weeks. Now say unsure something the amount. Almost say and more pay. Now much sheda
World Health Organization recommendations I buy. Minister of Health now Minister of Information so I say bonabaso. Waboduma papa was COVID-19 embrace. Ministers now omujina COVID-19 assembly so omunyina ayade. Omunyina ayade pa openi Minister of Health onu kra no onyabi. Onu so de hu kosie kakra wasan aba oginam oku akoden e de amagana man. Ntine ni nyina kire se aban we dey said the ban COVID-19 in handling na ya o ma ya de papa and yes ebia make e dey politics keke na wo hwe na yen kan so hu no
say na wunua NDC na mbanti na wanya ho
oh there be
na sweti a wo chima wo kana ma ya de na mabo abaso ade mu matimi a expose mo ama mo kra president mu a awoti akonya makoma ne covid ni bi
there be o nipa na
mo makoma ne bi nti we amoja say ya ade president oti akonya kese so kwa makoma ne bi are you serious is that not an indication say mo fail president kese a woti osu e je say matumi aya koma president bi
Boris Johnson ya bi nti anu so kire say
Boris Johnson dey no onam president dey na ko shefi obi anim so she jubilee e wa na ye na adwuma nye na anu ya moma no call registration and ade na moma president ko is ade na mo ye no openi di 70 plus mo na mbeka brofo che mo o mo abanya
mpacho president wunim ne papa wunim se no si ye na adwuma
na president o se obi na manage no
but me bisa se
wunim se no ye na adwuma so workaholic na adwu nyina no to no ye adwuma but obi na manage no nti ye den na mo na call registration center wunim se o yoluman we di 70 something or underlying condition say the and then man tenkete kwa o se adwuma ma kwa bi efre mu won nti ene obi anya bete aduane ye di ni nyina kwa nya 100% na panimu abesiri wasei masa kanetiko Makanetiko, a good town. Must you call registration centers? 5. How? Pictures and call for the bar, on to show president to park around. Na baby walk around, call for no mere registration. A being share mask. Oh, a being share mask. Na mama can papa abesiwa. When is any failure? The fact that mama president any because Boris Monashasia at the end by no munyebi. Would ye president what to walk or Connie be aba onya yarebi. Into a den mama president yebi.
President
fe woko sai for isolation
oye nipa ono ankasa edwuma no onye nipa otena ho se me de me te ho na edwuma no ne ompese omoye no na me ma ya ne da bi oye nipa ono ankasa epese ode ne nsa eka edwuma no na oye bi tene tie ne directives of mine or so easy restrictions ni bi nti ono ankasa se ede ne ho ayeden agim eko eba enne no yesi okọ self isolation ya testament tie kwa aba na ya hwe na den na che krapo se sambre we na we na dikan a ebia ya test president anase bibisa enyina yentumi che na meka na se the statistics, the facts, the science, the data kire se aban we bo ne ho modin papa se ba covid insensem no me gidi se Ghana fo nyina ebegia atum hwe ba ya free water ba ya nanse a ende obekaya ya sanso ma covid-19 electricity relief unim se bosomi ne edikan no over 243 million Ghana cedis na yesi edema ECG aban etua over 55 million na yesi edema VR aban etua over 40 something million na yesi edema NECO no yetua nti April benefits na eba May no eno de yetua ka ne den se May de no so eba June no eno so yetua.
We need evidence of that because Ghana na yetua de
your friend is saying Electricity Company of Ghana nkasa omo issue your friend saying statement our daily graphic me hwehwe no na me yi dia brew me hwehwe a date na me yi e dia
because in you dey ya president aban be announce e be si ne bebre no mo complain ye cry cameras ko akote mani ade ne yenye nsuo ni bio government says you pay your government you ahwe those real issues
there were challenges
even medical staff am ka sa aban be tu am unse na no afe na minister of finance am di data afe no am di data ko how many months in it afe na am di data ko so say matwa we have paid
ne wom ne say sa in some for example there were challenges. Nobody is going to deny the fact that there were no challenges. Even a friend is saying electricity there you can nipa ni bi o ho ba o say minyae na age say ogi no visit nti mia mo ankaza wa obi a be come Facebook or near de obi say da ni da nyina na me gisa complaints no na me forward the call ECG na me tata mo say me sremo ase me CC nti mo man hwe na me ankasa me tso me yeden me fa phone calls e de frame man for near de e di ekire ba ne kura wom so no say yenya ye call ye no nim nya president kan no say ade we na me pese ye nhwe kwan a ebe ye sa meeting ni de me ankasa nya me adome kotena mu bi ye ne call ya ye kire no netco CEO for by ECG for by VR for by energy commission nyina ye kotena ho ene ye de kire no so mampani ade ne ye hwa sa kwan we ne ye de fa so a ebe ye ene obisa ye se na sika no etisen sika sem ne tisen ena ye de kire no so mampani car Ghana for ebebo e was ade no ani sa meeting na ma Ministry of Finance for ebetena ho wo hwa ye ne deputy Minister of Finance the deputy abena I
just know you dose. O dia mama ma yera sampia le akwa aba na yembra back to where you know so. Yera sampia le ambassador former ambassador anti His Excellency ni de nya de amano beto aso de amana obenigese anope good morning.
Yo,
so ho ye de.
Aminado. Yele kakra na mefi.
Oh, anya hwe.
Vita krade benti.
Oh, vita krade. Oh, uko ye de.
Me kochiro meeting.
Uko ncha to de wie.
Maybe.
Okay, good. Ncha edi we find the protocol no do.
Oh yes, of course.
Nobody exposed you.
I didn't expose myself.
You didn't expose yourself. Since I did say because na make the word I'm a president impo. Na me blame no man. But generally mombusa about COVID-19 management because it's a echo. Yeah hit to 20,000 oh. How assessment of Mace Maya managing because today Maya can extra recovery rate and so you increase to 14,000. Until your recovery rate if active cases technically we have just about 6,000. Yeah.
Yo, minchi with a wash of no man kade. It's not time for praise singing or blame of anybody. We are as a country here war crisis. Very, very serious crisis. Yenyuma obesina wakon. Because say yesterday adi near one two in the 20,000. And you have done a lot of project management. So if you introduce an intervention, you want intervention at a point, what will be my yield? So at the month here, what will be
your okay to the projection
baby. So say if you were at 2, not say
you brought a lockdown. Let's send you 20,000. The question is whether the interventions are working or not. Now, for me, we have been playing with words and mismanaging information. If you are dancing America, yet he no of us no government intervention, no good you soon have those things solved the problem. Have they? Them in sooner na then solve the problem. Okay.
We are going to 20,000 plus. Say,
but that is overlooking the fact that you have 14,000 recovery. So, the argument
the 14,000 recovery is based on the false premises.
False premise.
Yes, okay. Because 2 weeks ago, in the World Health Organization, the protocol revised protocol there. So, be when the Muslim not in on na affect obi. A week later, this theory was challenged. This theory has been challenged. All the Ghana Health Service were revised to the old protocol.
Oh, the man?
Yes, that's the case. Google it says
okay.
The WHO has revised this protocol. And see, if you hear there what discharge will be, there's difference between discharge in a recovery. Now today we are doing both discovery and discharge and recovery
together. Okay.
This is the problem.
Okay.
Now, if you listen to Noguchi, they have about 13,000 testers.
On bay.
Safe. Yeah.
Currently.
Yes.
In spite of 20,000 active cases.
Yes.
You were 13,000 on bay out.
In America, there baby, one.
So technically, they can assuming that Ninyapo is positive.
Yeah.
Then we are about 33,000.
Yes. So it's not about government having done this or having. It's about how do we solve this problem as a country. Project as a country, because me it's a big loss. Another it's a situation nobody can jubilate over. It is not enough that back for government.
But what's the end if we want to jubilate? What's it from? Is John Abredo? We more jubilate. President of isolation. You are jubilating.
No NDC. Why the magic? No, nobody. Because any NDC. As I hear in the time of COVID by, we put up a team.
Yeah,
we put up a COVID team. Then on daily basis, they are giving us information, and they are also warning us that so how can anybody pick up his pen and write the NDC people are jubilating?
But what's the honor or just potential? So it's just hypocritical.
Well, you can
what's outside? Why should I do? We have a COVID-19 team. Now, Kofupa argument that the COVID-19 team is bogus. Because what by 1 2 on top, paracetamol, grupo, family biala. All they've done is just done 2 papers to government and they've not even followed up. Opposition for now. What's it? Your opposition, which is government for. What's the work of the 19 team is bogus? Because why are just 2 papers to government?
My dear, don't follow this kind of because I mean empowerment. Sir, if there's a pandemic, the government has said in a team. Now say opposition is we have store of knowledge sister wapwa Ghana for one was for sampa we don't do that but the whole discussion turned into parallel government but we did not lose hope. We said that since this pandemic is ongoing, we continuously have to give information at least a year to our members to protect them. And every NDC member has been cautioned to take extra care because Yareban onyim penyin onyim abofraba. Enti enhu NDC meeting bia ya because the yabo chenku another yen share no smack and bibidam. It's uncomfortable. Me fita kwadi be nyam share that uncomfortable, but I must be in it. You know, so we either accept that we are in a crisis, forget about the needless politicization of it. Needless and useless. We should forget about it and focus on it as a country. Because there are certain issues one for politics now, what we are dealing with is not energy. What we are dealing with is not water. What we are dealing with is health of the people. Being attacked by a foreign army. One modus operandi. So carrying these books and coming out, what to do? Sikane dukote wa usika.
Okay. My education in
Sudan. Yeska. Omani sika na yekaje busa wo IMF. Nti women for them
but IMF really didn't direct Ghana make my way they use this
but whatever it is.
So it's government the priority do bakado monko wo bre.
What else could the government have done?
They would have said they one maybe I scan.
What? That would have been very unfortunate of the government.
But in Kenya every country biana government na mankofu nsuka ne na de. If you are
every country here can want some you.
Well,
we are talking about a civilized country like Ghana. Some but other government will take measures. It's a measure, but if the measures you take after evaluation are not solving the problem, you don't persist in that measures. You move and change the strategy. Okay? So whether NDC COVID team wrote 2 papers or 1 paper is not the issue at stake here. Whether NDC jubilate or not, it's not the issue here. The issue here is we are in a pandemic. What do you do about it?
That would so far makes my government one handle situation. You don't think it's the best?
It could have been more and better. You know, because my main reason why. You see, we started reporting on this case as if it was some jamboree of figures. Testing.
Okay.
Testing. Now we tested and reached the point. Are we testing again?
We are.
No. You are not testing the way we are testing. We are not.
We are testing.
Because there's evidence there. When was the last test? Where was it? When was the last test and where was it?
Last test because there's
ongoing.
I am telling you, Nana. Sister, say a continuous testing. You should periodically see these teams on the road. I mean, going to houses. Nana, David.
Okay, no. Ocheda who be there. Na momentum catcher the memory I kasa. The teams are out there and they're ongoing. Mr. Mama Charles ibi. Nti say if you apokia yeti sebio mfama am na what the
yalbo na mfama.
Oh, yeah, the amina menye.
One cause mfama
menye bia. Over the last 14 days, obi amenye na hie biara. No so no abaya mo contact nti teams no where then work. As I onye there where you test there ogina kwa ho. Na obi ebrabo twem bia where test today bi. Osna abazinti na area ndam test kits na ho no safa na nyina ya aja to the test kits no ho ye na kakra into the best and most efficient way able to my testing the enya bi no onye yi na enye no onye yi no onye na ide ehia remember into yem ko hwehwe da mo nkofo na no nye test amemi gina he mehu over 17 times e bi Madina Presec kwa no da ho nechi no pa bi mroko ba bi mu hu na immigration fo what pick up one person na as a work go was obi no contact or work aka test work wo hu nipa na wo hwe no or year or ma na ye na mbe nyina wo test won wo gi samples on zo ka zo cross wo mnyi de nipa na say wo ba na wo be gi samples na wo zo kwa onye ho na test results no oba nti wo ba na wo be gi te pa nipa ni bebre na wo ho a we hu and the testing is ongoing 24 hours a day. Nipa ni bi o ha warrior.
But my ambassador can the first baseman warrior test and don't tell them.
No,
it's not as aggressive as he used to.
It is the
because
same.
Because President Nana not did them word by aggressive contact tracing.
It is the same thing. Just that the
sure?
Nana, if you are testing for a sample of 10, and I say test for a sample of 10,000 contact tracing for 10 and 10,000, they are larger numbers. That's the issue. And so we are dealing with invariably larger numbers. Now, say, our friend, intervention say, I and 1 year Jumate. Ya mankofu insu free. Then for who
also,
I'm remember.
I will explain.
The argument is not whether say Oyensika na do Oyensika. I'm remember. The argument is not that Oyensika na do Oyensika. Na ye good ya mankofu insu free. Then for who once. Na ye change nipa there. Say ni bibiara ya tena fie. Onam dem to light bill no ya chem half. There abana fanazin. Now we are still getting an increase. Into say I'm on so free. No because I mean so I must Romans and Timuntum. You can imagine what the numbers would have been.
And I'm not
it is the tangent of growth that all these interventions have gone too slow. Let's admit that.
Okay. Our ambassador you any point. Ambassador, do you agree? Explanation on that man.
How can I agree with this? How can I agree with this kind of explanation? Poor boy from my village. In a Wogun. If you are metro.
Shamana.
I'm fisherman. I would fisherman, I know.
I'm fisherman.
No, me fisherman.
Poor boy from my village.
Oh, okay.
In the Muhu on TV though. They were what the COVID biaba. Na COVID in ye Widma. Adam Bobia. Me ye Widma. Ma COVID in why then? Wabefum. Na if you COVID as soon as I require. But I can't change the water bill and electricity bill.
Okay.
That is to the poor ordinary person. For example, in Yafun, in Tina, Abanso, Mokoya Bosebi, wa Abuchi, Mokoya Bisco, a
World Bank IMF.
By here, Parliament is support what is a caca. Ama on them there, Yatu, or money lockdown in Tino, Yamin Yafu is ban. Yamun Suma why then one. Then sooner I work at the Mahanala. If you, Okresicafu.
Insuna.
My mentor was reason why.
Okay.
I want to know what Abublishi. And a circle one that
Mamma be Mamma
then pipe in a lepo for her.
No, and tell what.
Now, if you
get more water on the government card or butcher.
If you are call pictures. People in Teshinunga was saying that you constructed pipes in Abandon Face Command and 23.
Okay.
And they were still selling this.
They were still selling, yeah.
It is not about policy. I mean, you have, when I'm talking to you, I know who I'm talking about. You have done a lot of policy and you have done a lot of project management. You introduce an intervention to halt or improve a situation. So when your intervention has not stopped or improved the situation, you cannot say that because I introduced the policy, I've done it. No, you can't say that.
But what if your baby Anna them from there, 100%, but largely no.
What percentage is largely? What percentage is
how
largely?
about other people in Kumasi and other areas? Accra, other areas. What can they want the Wenyan Suni Bisway? On a bear woman.
I will say because I will not challenge it.
Okay.
Because it is not my duty to doubt to the moment being in Sunibi.
Okay.
It's my duty to say, oh, Obiala in Sunibi.
Okay.
That is my duty. But me challenge Obia only in Sunibi, another Obia when you be that's not my duty.
Ambassador, my forward dream where you another aspect of the COVID, which is Idina Yetron, as I catch all day. Bankrofo Susi, Occupy Ghana for Nade. In fact, Occupy Ghana put the one card in J. But we raise concerns, and with the doctors made 200 so I draw a letter. I come easy there. We enjoy Idina watch on that BBC. The numbers not called too much or the blame number more. GMA raised the issue before poor and sign a registration starting. She said young Kodo and I enjoy. Because I kick start the process that.
If you say a command kutsian. Me so. Sagana yeti yan drozina ikruya beshwa.
But enjoy your constitutional provision.
Matt was say. So
there'll be a constitutional crisis.
So not at all. So there. Vim chapter. I'm your vim man. If ya say you need register ni be cry, you dey hwe cry any cry na. That's the new cry start from class 1.
Okay.
Etasa. Now. So if you say that register here why you bloated and you hwe onye ya. Fin mazomu na wobi.
Okay.
Ewa, enti se eri tukan na se waka usika o petrol waka 1 gallon na usika so asan o de hwe yi because anya waka ka akondo.
Okay.
Anambo bia. But sika no botuma fa trotro a the wisest in the mefa trotro na me like that me da ko so that usika na sense so ayi anko short petrol so ko anambo.
No.
Now, the argument that there will be a constitutional crisis is unfounded. Because you see, if you to date, as I'm speaking, Yamin Pengu, say MPB for crisis yala. Yanto aba. Within 6 days, yanto aba.
Yanto Montoaba because 6 months period wait him.
6 months.
We could and there's a provision that
6 months
it's 6 months to elections.
But before that, able to my presidential elections are to Ghana han. Yam for register to bia.
No.
Assembly elections are for register to bia.
But as a conclusion, Asha hands are parliament. Both minority led by Haruna Idris Adina, they all agreed it's copied in the hands that there is bloated.
If ya say obi owufie no we wo is kaka crack or baguma. Ehuna yende.
Nte be chenana.
Ya chena mfano ko police station. Another engine fufi hobia. Ubag na beto achina.
Okay.
Ubag na beto achina. A konkro wo fadu that dey bloated. Efia na Uncle Sam wejin wom. Kojo nijin wom. Onye da woman. Won tim fada m kwana na onyin fima. On fund point to Supreme Court akasa. The Supreme Court akasa I mean me lawyer man kan hwe.
Okay.
But the point is that say area BB now you are faced with new realities. Now new reality ya yeken on your economics so. On your energy. On your mathematics. Or it's about health. If you say you must be minded of the fact that a policy that recklessly exposes human lives to danger is not a good policy or a good practice. Yes, any policy or expose human life to reckless.
But which policy is recklessly exposing human rights?
Let me explain to you.
Lives.
Yes, you bring a policy, we all must go and register. Then the later commission tells, oh, yeah, your protocol, yeah, them.
Okay.
But on the ground, it's not what is happening. And the moon kumasi. I been saying that no one will be by 80 years. One man will not boom, click, just go and register. On nose mask. I be running on nose mask. Is that not reckless exposure?
Sure. Don't blame me easier because easy was clear about the protocols.
Sir,
and the easy is on to membership mask.
maybe Peace FM. I know I'm under the control of Peace FM. What? UTV. Once I enter your premises, I agree there.
Terms and conditions.
So once you have introduced the registration exercise, you have a duty to ensure that Obiala registration that he's doing it according to a. When we could do a black one, ni constituency. You know what? That's your boyfriend. He's very sensible. That's your mate.
No, he's my senior.
Why hey ngwa?
I'm a
constituency for
but that is within baby award choosing. Na nature so. Why ngwa?
We are talking about registration.
Okay. Yeah, but me share Rasmu Brad na la the pictures or do go ni Facebook. Inside the perimeter why is social distance. Outside ni nkofun go bi. Kumbungu I saw it.
If you are
Rasmu Brad lady. It's the question nkofun ka dey 18 years. I got to waba. Isi fu mbo so nsem dey got to waba. Until to that extent, no chede eko na ko chowuzi na. The onus is on you to ensure that you do your part.
Efia. Them dan Jenny prison so. So them ya kasada in Jenny police station.
Okay.
And you done law there. If every human being is rational, and Jenny situations be.
Okay. Kofunte.
Yes, then Kofunte.
Okay.
Haven't you seen lawyers being arrested? Haven't you seen police being arrested? So the rational theory doesn't work for all situations. As my mentioned, so instead of my advice to what you need to do, what you need to do as a government, I appreciate him because what you have to do that when sure there, at least for the registration is done according to protocol.
Nti yantu do ba won sure there.
We do easy. Then don't allow encrofa COVID and what test positive to be exposing themselves to others.
But how would you know the encrofa test?
Oh, my friend Carlos, my very good friend Carlos, knew there he had tested positive. And for what my brother did was so unfortunate because he then exposed himself and many others. Have you seen the videos all hug and crofona? Yes, that could be said to be.
Hugging there was on a different occasion, was on a primaries. Them time was not tested.
If you are there, I watched Ayawaso. I was there. I was there. Videos in the what's the video that hour? You know, Mzemo Kodi says, you see why my statement, pictures in here previously. Are you following what I'm saying? Inti we do we be or they can you no call or money or they can you no call as ye on your MPP for your NDC for no one watching and minister we president is catching. Inti it's time for sober reflection, not about UCG and
they've drawn my attention to Azibi. The onion no call the president we be.
What if somebody has exposed him?
He has gotten into contact with Obia when you be into isolation. I think we need to be careful. Send in our, we don't.
But the press statement was clear enough.
Yes, but
he's been exposed.
Was any president meeting? Was there a quarantine?
I mean, meeting a but Master Mama Pedama Kanye there. Obia and Tassid on the president, what tested positive for COVID. Nemu Obia on your share. In your COVID, in of campaigns and more isolation. Them na protocols and so then, or chair. They say who there will be any shiada when you be unknown in your case, you become quarantine, self quarantine, mobile test na as in obey BBA and say you be unknown.
Another more. Yes, sir. So, man, paying when you're COVID, enjoy it. So, man, paying when you're COVID, into bank.
But what's the NDC for the politics? What's what they appoint?
If you are academic,
I'm just echoing what Nkofurika.
It is not your duty to echo what is not true.
But I'm supposed to ask you so that you tell me whether or not it's true.
Whether the president is exposed or he has contracted COVID, it's not the issue at stake. Neither all man pain is in isolation, and all persons that have come into contact with him
must equally go into isolation.
Because all a cabinet meeting. Now, when a politician contracts the disease,
the COVID by why a cabinet meeting in a virtual. Why in a Zoom and something like that?
I've seen cabinet meeting, the president Ocho, and Kevin now watch the mask.
Oh, the man.
No, I'm going to mask.
President Kote
yes, no mask. I have the picture here.
Even now, at his age.
If you the issue now at stake is that disease is not a respecter
of persons.
That should be the communication line
of government.
Of everybody.
So
that should be the communication line there. Oh, here, Boris Johnson, UK. Onyebi. Yeah, why are Canadian Prime Minister Onyebi. Okay, why are you know, trying to protect the president Onyebi. I mean, it's not important to me.
No, but shouldn't that be rather the conversation? That it shouldn't even be about whether president, because even
yes, so the conversation should be serious.
But is that not an indictment on one whether the president Onyebi until then? Because it really doesn't matter. Would the president getting COVID-19 protect our army from getting the infection?
The president getting getting exposed warns me. It warns me.
But is that not enough warning?
There, today, if it's here, the president should warn every Ghanaian there. A man can be exposed. Into Obianye then that's for me should be the discussion.
But why is NDC not propagating that kind of message out there? Though President Enyebi, why the NDC for Kadeo, President Enyebi na yes.
NDC
it says them right.
Oh, if you're man,
oh, Mate them oh, social media.
Oh, social media for NDC, your party headquarters in social media. Young party headquarters on social media. And when the issue official statement about it.
No,
and if I get to know NDC Biala or the I would fire him.
Oh, okay.
I would do it, and you know that I would do it.
Okay.
Because this disease is no respecter of human beings.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know so active if you're comfortable.
You're comfortable.
But if at the day the Minister of Health got contacted, I say, hey.
Oh, they are careful.
On watch Kokumen, oh, sound 20 times a day. They be out and no smart. So why should you be? So that should rather urge communicators of government to give a new direct narration.
Okay. Now, engine assembly do. Most of the
also the way you were NDC running mate or be selected. Also be analysis when the year 2016 report now the main Ninya no was because of no. And then you want it in obey you. One of us in we meaning.
Cabinet ever since COVID-19 cabinet meetings are virtual. It's a picture be
also one picture.
I want to see it because on
Mati.
For lack of a better word, motu makademaka na mejina do de onyenokor. Moto de bien. Assembly anora ka de wa enter into the premises of UTV na onyim de o she UTV ase. Dam pepepe na se enam kwando na seriba UTV a. Ono UTV news udu tumbiara. Se eba na ebodru ha ansana na eba premises no mo ansana UTV wo ba assume responsibility for you. Nti se sorry anapa na se bio etina wo kam na anapan erban na ebia obize bo ka na chi anada wo so bo ono wa worries the man has na take ekọ ho a isi we demarcate baby a won worry ye ho na adze na wa chew the hands these are the protocols that we are enforcing na nipa na wa sorry anapa na onyim de ne maame we 80 years wa fa na ozina to ne nsem na on share nose mask on share abrewa nose mask isi be de ne hu de kwaku mensa nde obefini fie na wa aba na urban or dey ekone ekeshe nose mask onye yi
I mean you want to say if you are there are two authorities here, the EC and the state. It's here. Once I enter
the police registration center,
the EC is responsible for me. Outside the police, the state.
But is the EC not responsible for only when you are within the parameters? Outside parameters.
Outside parameters is the duty of the state.
I remember.
Okay.
But to answer that issue,
it is the duty of the state.
I remember.
Police for Ghana, you try and soldier for you try and immigration for you try and it's there. A national.
But earlier, one of us can be there. Initially, why are then to warm up easy for more officers are what the enforce pon one and this na ban pede o intimidating ko for say onu tin o ma we slow there easy nala anka dem
the mass American in dem ende
earlier before baba no
amreba asam pede me cheme de enda yetene he house ma yen na adwende polling station bia yes the police we basa na soldier nyokre the one conquer patrol that environment
to ensure social distance
at the Volta region what see yes the soldier for good the various communities and that they are intimidating people and that people should mass up and go and register because the government is trying to intimidate the people of the Volta region at the on record there the deployments have not been done the onko yen krum yin the border na no na we den ogu Ghana border na no nyina no ogu ba yen ye numpon etikasa wokan na wakọ bro bi oruko school na soldier fa akaye dam na bebre yenyi ho na enyi wo krom hade yenya ye ka voter registration ho sam wo say or voter registration voter suppression tactics no mun nsem akese a wokan na nsem mum ze our friend NDC weekly press conference call zo kwa flawo onam de hey yes e bi no nya ni nyina wo da men nsem ni nyina wo en ntina America de oya yen kase bi na yen nziye bi ode ye hwe yen ho ye o Sunday say ye dan no sokota manfo bi ni mo ntrim de abani tidi opede o ye nyama bi no zitia ye nkrofo bi a o Ghana ha na saze bechi na sojafo wonenam krom da wori hwe de enhye nose mask na de ebeti mo bokodo ko
but soldiers are not supposed to enforce the law.
I'm just saying that I'm just saying that for the numbers that have to be deployed ye hwe de ye da muntu munka de ye da mo akra hankotin o Sunday say be ye dam no the number of polling stations across the length and breadth of the country no de ye dam remember there are implications for other law enforcement activities. The refer work we has not the numbers of police.
Over lockdown, we were able to do it. Lockdown, the police focus specific areas. Why can't you repeat it?
So some PLE, back catch and there. So them deployments where NDC for back catch and there. There is no.
But you are not governing for NDC though. You are
and that's why I chose my words. I agree.
Here. On the point,
I chose my words carefully. That is the reason. I chose my words carefully. But what I'm saying is I'm predicting. I'm prophesying. There's one from Prophet Jamal. I'm prophesying this. See, I the madia. I bet to Baba. Now, Mora some PR.
You call prophesize for COVID.
Martin. But Mora some PR in Tina. No can change and there. See, I the man. NDC for one kanda.
Mamin show that way.
I remember.
Mamin show that way.
Angela money point.
Intino, Master American there. One can say what's American. It's a clear thing. There's a bazaar on the Debbie. Never able to electoral commission. Mobotu moy on your demand, not cheddar the way and what deploy a friend and registration officers throughout the whole country. Everybody, in your few, you know, so a registration center. Now I check. Yen to me and them. The logistics is not there. Yen to me and them. Into one man in I engine to what today a bassa on your day. Supreme Court ruling and break a crowd bemoir or the care registration. Come on. Asamane e ka ho pan de obese agbefu nya Ghana fo dan period na nko de ye voter education de require she nose mask na kasa obi arkan de obese agbefu onya Ghana fo na ete nyipa no say amemi nseme ba asam odzikan papa no mesme osi kase no so ya mmea anka bia asama okay na nka men Canada choice of words na America ho asem so ya meza anka men Canada na papa no so wasan wa be kire de mes ma yesi ye kada ma asem na asam na okay na ntremu a nyipa bi wazerman onye dam no yeden oti wakwa file case e National Media Commission o de tia ibinum oye ne nyama bi na fine ono ye na asem NPP party me ya kan de official communication of the government yenyim baby ofi so when free communications directorate our presidency na so onye president sankasa na obaka na onye minister of information na ozeba abo to jana ne deputies ni bia no so sector specific sector ministers na obeden obaka so onye damza ma obi abeka bia na aban onye den onyim ho hwe ya kirem ye wie na mum hwe mesima na dama brain airwaves ni nyina ye kadamasem we lost a very good opportunity na nko the MPP NDC EC obiara ye kire there registration ya ye kake efufia ye show nose mask ye nya dam ye all that airtime was spent on hey NDC MPP for say NDC agbefunye na ye wie na ye dru bebe ye dru man kada that is the only reason but master American me ginado na me sedu pide mpanyimfo a wada ku bia no oya wo menye hwe yem kase na onye yen zie biye o Sunday ya anya na dama ne yere say enyama COVID-19
ba ono ko de won nyina what your politics major
assembly wo ho abasa
what
no peda me chena na
the president na do kede time Ebola ben what's okay de na wo bited mahama Ebola krumpo oba Ghana hanma na so be yeshe na ekropama people have raised that issue
remember
so a lot of
the masuna cholera bay remember the masuna cholera bay and these people pede watch the so president mahama no wo ha anka a friend in COVID-19 do Ghana na so Ghana here cholera akra here nipa over 200 no wo wi something as basic as cholera nipa over 200 no ono see nkande na cholera crapa on your virus or your basic ya ORS na zukrabo tumo over 200 people died no say into the mass feminism American dey front to say ekwane akakade ye kay political point scoring into mo ye ni nja hon mo ya ono no make sure there nipa nkwa ho hia sen bibiara
okay yo
nipa no nkwa hia sen bibiara into them MPP for the mass no sabio miss me si fan no nya dam no go dey den ye fan the man bring mum na nkwa dey ye cheche Ghana for there eso anapa na erokwa nka yen discussions da mi na abetina na my uncle so abetina ha na ye display of portrait
when you take away the fact that they make me this if they have legitimate concerns about that area be home ibi mo ma their rights are being trampled upon they can talk
but remember it was a clear trampling up of the fact deployment was
in the friend then chairman of the ever caucus in voter caucus in parliament he has issued the threat again
na
context
as a warrior or a terrible inhuman politics I'm telling you and I'll explain why I am calling it inhumane sure yeah kwaya voter registration exercise what started the way campaign here and the way demonstration asama waka Ghana for nyande or you're part of the rigging machinery of this government.
Who said that?
Oh, if you are Mpocho, Ezimebisa. Oh, in Ghana, how be around today, work a day, okay, Meshe, me Namazamo. But I am some working. No, okay, the antecedent this is free city, the unbaddo da, on sit down, Croma, on the Motuma Bozin Baby. Friend Bojajem Fina non Crofa will bet a radio station TV do what can the one mom battle da Osando a part of the rigging machinery of the government. I say don't get an pay marker, Massa Mesidibium, or back the lockdown umpono or a part of the rigging machinery of the government. Until they created a certain situation there. Damn as easy, yeah more bad not cheddar ban war rig election we win. Okay. Now Supreme Court asami finally what boy was it here one. What was it here when Nazar the way in there was some walk back to one supporters. No okay church room there yes one corner one kid one co register and register crab be able to win election.
But they've done that.
Remember, you already had the situation I call out I catch you be there. As easy more bada election you lose. Na sisi anazin was on battle. Into na aba kwanere fada catch Ghana for there and I will support us there as in one corner one here. All of a sudden who there remember me land. Who there the mazan 1 year. No more maza waka fair being the was like before Ghana for appealing to ethnic sentiments.
Because it's not true.
What they were doing was that they were appealing to ethnic sentiments to make up for their own shortfalls.
No, but NDC is very much aware there. Even with voter raging votes alone, want to win elections.
But what they sought to do,
and NDC also knows that voters in Yinampo, you want to about now then we're friend then. College Kwashiga, voter regional.
That's why I'm saying, remember,
MPP member.
What they sought to do, remember, what they sought to do was, what they sought to do was to increase ethnic tensions, more by injustice. Hey, why you ain't freedom or no, be no way for a ban, no, the damn that young bottom penny and register. That is what they did.
Fine, Mr. Ambassador. Maybe I in terms of the cases.
You see, 1979, we changed from right-hand drive. They are back in Infinity Farm.
Oh, no, 71.
79.
No, what's it, 60?
No, 72, 70, at some point in time. Okay. If you, the exercise became one of the most successful campaigns in the world. Because at that time, there was an accident, barely, car bumpo and crash. Because the government then built consensus.
Okay.
It is the duty of the government to build consensus on issues of national interest.
Able to me a builder.
Oh, yeah, you
on elections, be a take and trend positions.
It is a yalan year politics. A yalan year the margin.
Okay.
It's a soon able to me in ye. Say COVID bay, you're funny there. The margin on your NDC MPP. No, you're a man in my year first a yell baby. And to you me do you. And it is the duty of the government to educate us. It's not the duty of the MDC to educate anybody.
But has government not done enough of that?
And you them here, and you do them here. If you, I think we should stop this political narration. Media soon come. Near more behind there. As in the Moroccan, say you find the same way. We all one day. Even if you're in Pensia.
Uncle be a joke was by June and July day. And then I
in the midst of this, Nana, I was a young man with a very bright political career. And I will help you with some history of this country.
Okay.
No, I will. This voter region issue, NDC no. Wow. Nana damwa. That's man.
What about that man?
On the Kujatu.
Oh, okay.
Them voter region assembly obey. And would or ye assembly or them who know we. No on them ho. Nine sayala. And now was it secessionist group be what better what's wrong?
Yes.
It is a burning in pa. Another political party be one kasa the way me yankun friend Kitty Okase.
Also what you know see bono.
Obey Nana.
Also nyadam no okay.
Ono krapon matna ma chere so ya me na America sa anka man kasa.
Nana. One can ye.
Okay.
Can so can you was saying they know. Assembly wo hwa one bodin.
Okay.
Enwe anufa one bohroma. Encrofi will complain there. Wapeda what's wrong. Okay? Encrofi will complain there. Ghana fu. Mbiribiza yes the one Ghana fu. Enti enyawo eka abani bi hun. Na
eka bibi.
O sende me mankasa me ankrovito usu. Eka dem a. He made a simple statement. Very simple statement in parliament. Encrofi referred to it now. Kate Hammond's denial or no denial is not the issue at stake now. The issue at stake now is that was it the appropriate time to say this? Odu demi, I know more fashion on your official communication. Inti, what you know with YouTube and that next and this nothing. No, so on your official communication.
Okay, matters.
Now, another one, our Benim. What you need to do in respect of this COVID is to stop all this talk of NDC, NPP. Call the NPP, NDC people together. Let everybody see that we are in a crisis. Call the media and everybody. Let us sit down.
President, or invite political parties in ba benem.
KOCB dance man. KOCB feel like a beer coffee. Watch on beer or yo.
Beer or yo.
Why frown?
Now why Juma? There are two different things.
Oh, now
follow up action.
Is that not the beginning?
Take
action now. Anyway, if we follow up actions.
But it is going on.
And this watch your 2 letters per one way.
Okay.
Watch your 2 letters.
Nobody follow that.
No, but if you are the basic challenge is that your crisis are no. Up and then eco form team as the label NDC as this do the NDC.
What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that?
Remember. The introduction of the political
sentiment. And then for everyone that's man stars.
I remember.
This is a team.
That's American there. We are in a national crisis.
Yeah, but they are also a national political party.
Remember.
So they wanted their followers to
and
this is an election year. Yeah, but obey election year. So they wanted to prove to their followers that they are not allowing they criticize the government, but they want to be part
of it.
Of the solution.
They are a political party. Or one croffa or kasa.
What's it? Yes.
Only thing we are saying Ketia Bakande. lockdown or measures to rig election. Nanko de wakasetian.
Publicly. What many reasons are?
Oh no, whatever his reasons are. Is that the truth?
No, members was
this approbation to use the words of Harry Nadusi. You can't approbate
more from old school says
reasons, whatever the reasons are.
Also, say don't catch up what the COVID regulation.
Lockdown isn't bad taste. And otherwise, what Jatundo on Kofa Wakasa, what's it? It is so bit that say don't get your ben or Becassa, one can chain the Casa no can. On yet, or some of the master no can, what because none of them was on your
okay, Mo.
And say don't catch give reasons.
And his reasons were?
The reasons were the fact that during the COVID year, there were political activities going on.
Lockdown now?
Yes, no way.
Which political activity? Lockdown in China, you gave you.
I gave you.
Lockdown now?
What primary is no okay?
No, that was after the lockdown. That's after the lockdown.
But I'm saying that was one of the political activities.
Now, what year prime minister? Mama saw Uncle Germany. Uncle Germany, Kachan Kofu relief item. Oba one, onion Kofu share. No, I had to the rally. No social distance. They will videos now. Uncle Germany. Yaka say, Mama saw Boko voter after running mate announcement. Also Boko. Is that not the same? You see, is that not in Yachum? Nkofo akade na na do ko we friend the registration centers
dem profit mentasi
ya mentasi ono efanti
manka kra
if you masama
manka kra
because mahama boko voter region na Kufu Ado so akọ registration centers why are we now accusing President Kufu Ado
registration exercise
no
I confirm the President Mahama Roko oboko voter region
no
is that right
all
COVID abo who NDC for no worker there is COVID on your yenje registration a legitimate electoral process which has been approved by the Supreme Court decision what's yenje but Mahama local voter region what's the justification on COVID don't be even you voter region no but that's like
it be some question
yeah me pede answer but me pede mo preamble nana
preamble you mum dey full textbook
full textbook because essay nana do akọ registration you have an issue enkadam NDC for now we raise issues about that
NDC for raise the issue when you official communicator so
it's man kalo
but the truth of the matter
but oboko voter no
but as I sit here minim
by kede oboko akanda da oboko
oh no okwa so
oboko onye covid bi ni voter
so man okwa out NDC for your policy whatever you do respect the COVID protocols.
Na me so call Germany
other TV
voter
he was in the boat
no on your boat first one okay yeah on ahemfo no wo meeting on the na bi a mask but second one oba abo ano no odinza mane be che de no ada no rally nche hu de ono no wodom to them my president no wodom no ntodu wa na nkofo rashe no oye to the rally no social distancing epa ye be video
yenina your problem your problem then I have not seen that video but if I watch it
Prince me patcho yi sa video no na ye video no producer yi video no na hu Germany na ye president there no so occur registration centers ye you two ni na which one emu there is that not the same lack of social distancing no
if ya and I pay me back there mbobo me educate listeners viewers
nature yi so ka
how the engine why if you
be educate viewers I am not here to justify or unjustify anybody's action.
Prince, but you Germany video, no President Mama video, near ye a registration center now. President Kufu Ado so call you know. Producers will be Pocho Uncle to Ado. Tell them,
Pocho, Mamma Casman Fass and
Uncle Nanu see you, but there, Genano. Uncle Pocho,
registration exercise, so and then DC for the registration exercise on ye. Now work at the limited registration.
That was
limited registration here over according to one number
1.5.
Okay, now 1.5. No, not the electoral commission. One call outside now.
But there's lesser risk in 1.5. If you are handling 1.5,
I agree.
Lesser risk.
But then there was still the risk of COVID-19 spiking within that.
No. With 1.5. if we are registering in the number of areas here register now, that you won't see the kind of crowd we are seeing now.
Of course, we will not see the kind of crowd. Remember. Of course,
you are talking as if NDC is in government. The NDC is not in government.
So they should not be held responsible for what they say and do.
It is the government that has a responsibility there over fight this COVID. Not so.
No, NDC COVID-19 team won't go now because you don't have any responsibility.
They were supposed to advise. No budget. NDC COVID-19 team didn't have any budget.
Suppose you are not responsible. Anyway,
no, they were not responsible. They were just advisory.
Okay.
They don't my government guidelines.
But their
job is to critique.
Okay, I'm about.
I
don't need them to sing the president.
Dr. Jewapi and former GMA, General Secretary. General Medical Association.
I'm not challenging.
He's a member of the team.
Remember.
Their job is to critique the president.
Policy.
I like what's the consensus around the table. Now, as America basically do on your day. Inti so what you told that ban no responsibility. Now say ban no back there. Okay. As he baby awedri. Sisi na ebe microphone so. Usande do not tell you chide as a microphone so in there. We hinsu na was a horror one answer. Na empede Ghana for obokodo na wa contract COVID-19 usande insu keke nipa ni bi nya your friend and sika mfon koto. Inti no ye microphone insu free. Now you can there when you move the disease moves into as much as possible. Now when you be and another as a crying able to my end fear or yet in a fear. Now man for such a rules there. Say yeah, that my electricity bills as a bed and or boko sir. Now ban being the one responsible all budget line items as in I can the okay no damaza they ever oba boagana funina. Electricity bill you use one March bill as a basis, 50% of your March bill is free to make up for that increased cost.
What period are you talking about?
For April, May, and June.
What were the figures in May? June.
I remember.
What was the figure in June?
I remember.
So if it's a policy that you have targeted, policy is solve a problem now, should it end in the midst of the problem?
But that's also dependent on the availability of money. Because we already have PPEs as some of the
also tasking in there. Extra time, oh, damn 1,007 to say, with your birthday, you go quarantine one.
Yeah.
Maybe no numbers are in your woman. Nothing in I yet yata sede. Yarban, when you're able to Ghana heavy. Nipana was the oya of your bruchino then obey. Hanging I had to do for your bruchino then. Obey. Now, you know, Nipana was a band. Over 100 people are. You know, 1,000, over 10% of the population are now then. Wokita. See, Jad among Kofun more backroma. You can imagine what would have happened. A bank taking all of these steps to make sure they are better. And the control mechanism, Mama catcher in there, yes. Numbers no umbafum, but the rate of growth is wabafum. Osande se fande ye jed among Kofun kotim or cokromum crapper. And can imagine the rate of infections at among Kofun was bad then, was baba. Na entu minche nipa hina wonye ya wotum onam nsa hohor na onye lockdown na other practice ayeze bay na electricity ayatete do kakra ma hon ma obey nipa ne bebe no obey den obetena fom no. Can you tell us how many people anko obenya na intina? The fact is not that numbers in reducing into abananya as a debi e Canada, it's too simplistic. More there shenye there interventions na yayen has it slowed the rate of growth, and clearly Esha, the rate of growth in this see jed among Kofi nyina mo kokrom na sabi da mkrofia wo fia brechibe enyo nkogu hotels ni ija ho nso mo be ya. You can imagine
that issue is not even in contention there
at all.
But we don't reanimate and this reanimate issue no do. Mr. Yali, I want to go inside. So who is going? Because yenya from reliable sources say Professor Mrs. Jenan Opokwadman Noroko, and that President Mama is highly in favor of her. Nti emdende na Yala announcement ne bo no wo choose. And people are disappointed there. People like Nimoy Thompson, na Dr. Dufo na de nche President Mom ko home and to mom be my grassroots phone they can relate. One member to wenya them vote na NDC about 17 to 19% of those voters are what to swing seat na by NDC side. Analyst. Hey. His Excellency, political science analysts are what to me here. Nche ba mi ane de them analysis here be.
Many president, a presidential candidate of the NDC. In the moon to select running mate or Nankasane priority. Ne emu mama mitine he. Se me kanan to boko kira. Nche beka de wonfa besia.
Wonfa besia. Okay.
Na onye besie biala because of affirmative action. It should be an accomplished woman. Besia. Okay. Dinche na America them. In there, young population by a demographics in Besiafu were dozen papa.
52%.
2%. Now, Musha Wala here. You are not here because you are a woman.
No.
You are here because you have the gravitas to be here. Now, I know what's the Ghana a be in do the busy handle, which is a very, very reckless statement. Ghana, as a country, Yatran Buma, Sierra Leone Fumponya, first president woman. And that woman didn't disappoint at all.
Yeah. Johnson Sirleaf.
You look at UK.
Yeah, Theresa May.
Apart from Theresa May, we had a Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah. Made history.
We look at Israel, Godameh. Was one of the most toughest time of Israeli history. He was there. Now the most effective president or prime minister of the whole world, New Zealand. Besia.
Young lady.
And for me, nobody can convince me that Ghana Yendu de Besia by vice president. Nobody can convince me.
It's true.
You may have your own problem. You may have your own reason. Now, let me zero in on the names of Orba. The NDC has a galaxy of such women.
Okay.
Valerie Soya and the rest of them. But the first female vice chancellor of the country, obey a bit higher kakra. In church asa. In Sisami is my advice the president. In Chamaka, look towards the direction of Professor Jane Pogajman.
Okay.
Not because he's a woman, just that because he's a woman, but because he has got all that it takes. As I say,
okay.
Wabin, no, you fear answer so. Jamie Fianza, home sense. On your brown con would you feel? It's a midday, say be some sister. And say, my catcher.
It looks like President President Mama's favorite.
Minimalazi. I would know.
Inside fella favorite. But inside fella so there. Party down for food soldiers ground for the way you man. What's women? Oh, no, Poca, what's what child in yan on ye.
That is a mark of a professional lady. Managing an institution like the Cape Coast University, should you be political?
But I don't know in Cheren to Momboa grassroots. You don't have to be political.
If you're central region, let me say if you western region.
Okay.
Obiala in western central region, but to my brain, on board.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So she's known.
She's very known since the time of Professor Mills. The last elections, we elected Professor Mills' brother for KE. He was the solid rock behind that man. It's Obia Onuchi and Kan. What's social media? What do you want to do? Not all concern. On reflect the view of Obiofi Ampini, another commander.
Bobotu will neutralize the bit about me because he's a baby about me. I'm there, he's flying very high. With the politics, because Eshe Baumia Obena, no new swag, no new charisma, no new Bibia Baumia was flat.
We are not electing a vice president because
no, but vice president not only door the back also to mama candidate or candidate to bring more votes.
May I ask for that advice? May I ask for this advice?
No, Mobu saw them come here, the argument, Obutu, we neutralize Baumia.
I'll bring you from
the
I go on your phone.
Okay. Because this election is a critical one. Time also work and this.
No. I mean, match you meet him. Martha, me goalkeeper. For me, captain. Now, who's some striker? My family, I was some new goalkeeper on your son. What kind of logic is that? NP before she there. One the weakest person was by a one kind of. But my analysis here, there are some people who feel there unchallengeable. Oh, Baumia. Mam Jab Baumia. Yeah, Baumia.
No 175 questions, not the man. Misata
no question 174 questions no bisa Misata no mo krope and President Akufo-Addo to appoint 40 people to support him.
Ni mo krope
foreign exchange
foreign enyo dollar
no na Akufo-Addo to appoint 40 people to help him solve one question. Object people want to answer.
Either point line about one question out of 175 questions. I'm certain Misata no. Nimu group about me
objective group.
Yes or no?
Question 1 yes or no.
President answer.
The 40 people.
No go to my answer them question.
Dollar is run or
tell them if 40 people ni pobe no
dollar is run or
no tell them like she say do be answer.
Oh yeah, but do via.
I can only imagine.
No.
On to me face.
Ayana.
Is he a doctor against professor?
Ayana. Your friend that said the elections are serious.
This is face Asia prof.
Ayana. Yenim said there. Elections, some your friend elections when you answer. Any happy for yenim pa. And I'm with you. You are going to tell me reasons why
your candidate is not good.
Are not any young fool soldiers why enchanted or disenchanted.
But one old fool soldier wanted they will complain.
Never.
They are not complaining.
Dama and anonymous rented fool soldiers.
I know watch that why there. And this fool soldiers.
Any and then if you central region. If I'm paying, and I'm Kisi.
Okay, Kisi. Okay, Minyo.
And what? Commander was the no Kisi was. I mean, my minute brow, in this.
No, but that's another question. Whether or not them votes because they want the Professor Mills win the Central Region Caucus. Some of the work from extra MPP performance in 2016. The one of the biggest regions will perform here Central Region. And the argument is that because Professor Mills Okoyen, NDC and President Mama abandoned the Fanti Caucus.
Not at all.
And abandon the voter caucus.
No, not
at them all. 2 regions in the jail.
Not at all. No,
second round.
To say that we abandoned Central Region.
Why are you worried about being a goalkeeper?
Now, a question, the grand question. I know how Majan One na waka he's worried about goalkeeper. Mana.
No, and this MPP for market.
One na waka.
Opo sana no
na na ka no buku pie bugu.
No say some America mun kan wi.
Me say.
That's it. Na
afa wa goku ba kono
Adza NBC fo why aze wo ho pa. Only dey be say on what is a bird? No, say a bird lives in the forest. And in that matter in the forest no will answer the question of the forest. And that is what they are attempting to do with this vice presidential pick. Abaz in America. So I know kwaya. Do you be see an America kafa. I do not take charge there. Okay, no, you raise the issue of gender.
Okay.
Not them be for basis meaningful. Or a be to one woman. Or a be to one woman. And then the fundamental issues are concerning our development and on account. No, need that or near bed and be for basis meaningful.
That's what you think their intention is.
Oh, I'm rabbi and I'll show you. What better word about Bayer or friend than review of the performance of NPP? I want to know one slide in Okitami. MPP 2016 manifesto in perspective. Then you must say, they showed clearly that manifesto now was a and this is why they said,
manifesto with fewer pages have won more elections.
Into the man analysis here.
Okay.
Okay, you tell black one presentation, okay. Only.
Okay, have a time.
Okay, you tell black presentation and saying presentation.
How can we confirm that any presentation?
Oh, but one corner websites now was a man. Website was a month. One checks the producers. Me download the presentation.
Okay.
Me download the presentation. Now, as someone working, I say manifestos with fewer pages have won more elections. And one analysis who don't know. analysis ni carefully.
manifestos bo win election.
Remember, what it shows is that they don't have a message until they are going to bring a scanty document. Onye dem aye wa ade boy. So I'm just laying the groundwork. Remember, okay. Number 2, as some other catcher, nothing is so admirable in politics as a short memory. Oh no, okay. On America, nothing is so admirable in politics as a short memory. What we now was say, President John Mahama, no 43 commitments to the nation of Ghana. If you only, this is it. President John Mahama.
2016.
No. Elections a year comia. Sometimes the MPP first started the work there. John Mahama only message. In lieu of manifesto no urban, we released this document, the 43 commitments of John Mahama to the people of Ghana.
Okay.
Tell you, 43 commitments are already in. Just 43 commitments are now can the imam. He's my pedam in American. I was a come
No, more uncle in Kenya.
Through major capital investment in health and education, which are offer additional job opportunities for health and education.
Even in his Facebook Live, what can
you
make more commitment in health?
And you are making 43 promises, just 43 promises. Now, some can imam.
Create digital jobs, and through major capital investment in health and education, create additional job opportunities for health and education.
Repetition of the previous promise.
Oh, it's just this is an explanation of first one. This is digital.
Remember.
This is digital.
I remember if you remember. Mama kase, some come out.
Homework.
President John Mahama, he's making 43 promises to the people of Ghana. Just 43 promises to the people of Ghana. Through major capital investment in health and education, we shall offer additional job opportunities for health and education sector workers.
Wrong.
Oh. Into my kitchen, you create opportunities for health and educational sector workers.
Including focusing on digital.
I'm about that is one, and I'm about. Now, sana Baba can they create digital and create digital apart from create digital jobs. In Kenya, you know, word for word. And this is the sort of
but the digitization changes the job creation aspect.
How?
Because what to make create jobs generally, to them napco food the year, and then you can specifically focus on digitization to them about and create specific jobs under digitization.
Not Chedema, Ejuma Dr. Baumia, you can Ejuma what creating in area. Digitization and continues so there's some separate. Naked Dr. Baumia has done additional work.
India for they created
no, but as some American
they focus on digitization.
Remember, as some American Atima said there. No, Dr. Baumia, he's done very well for this country, and that's exactly where I want to go. There's a there. If you want to say that through digitization, you can just add digitization and create an extra array of things. The digitization agenda, Dr. Baumia, he's done extraordinarily well. If that is the sort of argument that you want to take us through, it is clear in all of this that Asanda work and this one, nobody's holding you accountable to anything. Because you didn't provide any strategy, you didn't provide any vision. Remember, it is not accountable. You are repeating your statements word for word. You are repeating.
Why is he repeating? Because Onion Okwade under President Kufuor, NDC under Professor Mills, oil campaign for 2009 election, that is 2008 election. One kada he was friend then school feeding will be expanding now. One kada health insurance NDC by one good will be expanding. So how is that repetition? Existing projects also be expand. So also be expand.
Project as American opportunity. Through major capital investment in health and education, we shall offer additional job opportunities for health and education sector workers. That is one promise.
Okay.
Into the promises
health and education.
One is major investment.
Yes.
In health and
also
education.
Investment.
Yes. Building hospitals and others. You create jobs out of that.
Okay.
And the digitization. This is be creating jobs. Okuja to koye
on pedam kamasemo
okuja to koye any press conference the same another moment we metro no say wafa promises wafa a friend introduction in na wada kan
remember mama nka say
NDC for promise also wafa MPP for promise no wafa introduction
waka fa meche the master meche wa dey remember interest through major capital investment in health and education we shall offer additional job opportunities opportunities for health and education sector workers. Ours major capital investment, that is one. Additional job opportunities, that is two.
Yes.
And in the area and the health and education sector workers. Yes. Now, a son ya kohade, ne boya, ose, teo, create digital jobs on your phone trenching.
Okay.
Now, you come through major capital investment, we repeat. Okay. In health and education, we repeat. Oh. Create additional job opportunities, we repeat. Health and education sector workers, we repeat.
But it's true, one modern changing.
Hold on.
What's the digitization aspect of Mawaka Nina?
Unless they want to, because this remember, unless, that's what I'm saying, unless, because that's what they said. Create digital jobs and means you are bringing two different things together. Some boy yanka.
I better me explain. Oh, I better me explain.
Explaining. One document.
One document. You see, Mass America they've run out of ideas. It is I'm in there. Offer the same promise. Offer no aka for 2 SB or Zaka no abakacho. There's a different promise. Juma worrying. And clearly, as you are making 43 promises. 43 promises. A aka promise crap. Next the 2 words aka. Next is a different promise. A cover promise crap. Next the 2 words account. Now you've already provided the basis. The manifestos no here or your smaller manifestos no win elections or crop hadi. Miss America the mass no yen share as I was baba. No we no be catch Ghana for there. Oh, there's nothing so admirable as a short memory in politics. No chere hands it sabio. Na man some man paying can I mean and na pay yatna ha ya ka de KT Hammond. Asama can in bribi or ha one kasa them. The marathon and corridor who the mass me ya tam dizi. Ever catch and that there's nothing so admirable in politics as a short memory. Are you serious? Wabra man paying between a catch and there. Ghanaians have a short memory. No so no one some P.
Okay, President Mama.
Oh, that Damasemi Sabio, it's all over the internet. Ghanaians have a short memory. No one said no yanda na Merbabakan. President Mama in the run up to the 16 elections, he made it very clear. Now take some of the commitments are former President John Mahama or Babak make to the people of Ghana. Oh, sir. Ossi, launch a national apprenticeship program to train technically skilled human resources for rapid industrialization. Napko yabazi. Into this promise that he's now saying that fair no babe. Napko yabazi. Young fun 20.
But have you gone into the interpretation of what amount to?
Oh, that's the meeting.
Into no yasam na there. Also be apprenticeship project.
Na napko yabazi.
What tomorrow a day?
No, but napko yabazi.
Any sample to NYEP.
I'm remember.
When changer.
Na bote.
No way ni jida.
No do na merban. Hey? The basis for saying that Ghanaians have a short memory there. So about to NYEP. And now we're changing the way in Jida. And now what's the boy and call 1 billion. Mobwa, Jida report. One kind of monies have been misappropriated to the tune of 1 billion. That Jida report, corruption report on 1 billion Ghana cedis. Ne we are asama baka and the CC our plan there yenap kona area. You are going to go in there and then try and do the same thing that you did to NYEP to Napkwana. We are big catch and the Ghanaians have a short memory.
Okay.
Into your short memory, into you're free. Into you are coming to do it again. Is that what you are trying to tell us?
Thank you.
Okay. But
your address apart from me, you know, address candidate channel, ma'am.
Mama come as some crope. Na we are na yakwe n'enyim. Ebekaya wakafa ambulances bi bay. Na the ambulances na wakafa ebe na obey abandoned. Real except you bekede. The running cost of those ambulances one June one sana wakafa. Into the ambulances became stranded. Ghana ambulance service will be catch and a day. Those ambulances is a mobile clinic. They are only fit for carrying corpses. Okay. What some have catch and they reintroduce
okay.
Oh, the a friend in Portugal, ma'am, the head person of Ghana ambulance service. He made that statement clearly that it was only fit for carrying corpses. And I'm telling you, they've gone to court. Now I catch and there. There is nothing so admirable as a short memory in politics. In telling my summer original was that catcher. They are going to reintroduce those mobile clinics. Ibium. Bra, you brought the ambulances in 2014. 2015, when Yeska wan fan ran. 2017, say friend 16, when Yeska wan fan ran. 2 years of your own administration. What fit that you be so real Alex Segbefia, who was then the Minister of Health? As someone okay in your day. The running cost of the machines were so high that they couldn't do anything about it. And there was Akahudo, they have been abandoned. Now 2 years next you didn't abandon it. Maybe a big catch and there's nothing so admirable as having a short memory in politics. In America, they have realized the urban issue by issue, point by point. Into what they are trying to do is to redefine the issues. Oh, yakafa besia be or being fun quoting into them that non in besia funi nya one brand on be over to me. If it is in terms of the politics, if it is in terms of the substance, if it is in terms of development agenda we krom had there. So you baby work. You can one manifesto. So what's offend?
And your manifesto as a mama mobuso offend the prof nasem nti we botum na ba me abotum na.
I mean, I think that it is a no contest. And I'm a child there. As I walk the way on a child. What is a bird? What's so a bird lives in the forest? In the sea, and therefore let us define the forest.
I can't sweat you.
Not sweat on your feet. But Master American onion there. They are trying to just redefine the basis. Now we redefine the basis new year. Now I feel
I refer to any other document.
No, I'm messy. Work for vision na DB was today. Now camera bet using their documents.
No,
why America
also is a no contest.
Manifesto now. Or fan. Okujato was advising there. In your manifesto, akasakase, win election. Now all your analysis of NDC and MPP, and we found out there in both NDC and MPP, anytime we had done shorter manifesto or touching to people. So it is not the length or the size of the. No, that's what.
So it was just an advice.
Advice.
But the press conference was to critique MPP manifesto. So how did that advice come in for NDC?
No, so now press conference now. It's about the contest or the kind. Now, secondly, Nana, we are not dealing with about church or Blofakes manifesto. It is
then why do this?
Now,
so your brother, you shouldn't have written this document.
But Mahama has a track record of achievement too.
Sure.
Papa PB.
On your not kind of necessary allowance on restore.
Oh, yeah, one can. That mean trick is necessary allowance.
One tricks. One can necessary allowance on
necessary allowance on what you mean 2016. Oh, may you do necessary allowance.
But also not
maintain
it. No one can also about the beba.
There be also you maintain it.
You maintain this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, okay, the unfam bad even if it will cost him the election.
But we changing again. Everybody has the right to change.
Yeah, catching the short memory.
Another one I'm telling. Obiara also your farm when you have banning. No, your farmer.
Yeah.
Or to Toby. In just as it. Into say Obi Kade, I will create more jobs through health. And they'll be busy there. And they'll be then.
Okay.
I think go to watch
it's here. I say, me busy hospitals. Anyway, me busy schools. I'm a schools in we do know for teacher for more. Hospitals and for nurses so somebody more.
Okay.
Oh, them teachers allowance teachers about demonstration. What demonstration was
exactly employment and I'm a
but on no record a double standard because on no okay even if it cost him the election.
She can't
restore.
So that is for the length of the manifesto. Now, Nana.
Oh, Nyambutel.
Says you can hear.
You are frustrated. Wow, funny.
I mean, me man, I'm trying.
What about us?
Make them make them out. It's I mean, my old man. I don't need to prove anything. It is chapter. You never met your second school. Where is it?
Oh, them are. No, answer the question there. What's the double standards?
To him.
Well.
To him, double standard.
But isn't it obvious that when you change your mind in the
it's only a fool that doesn't change his mind.
Oh,
okay. If at that time,
the economy didn't support it.
Okay. If at that time, what he was doing there, Mamisi schools and hospitals in the San Domingo and pro more. At that time, the statistics showed that we needed more of the doctors, even nurses and teachers.
Okay.
And then by paying limited number of people in, more vacancies for now. To amount the quota system as they are doing now, then it will be wise to pay more teachers.
We have improved
now, again, are you listening? Muhammad did not just talk about that. He said that some of the teacher training have migrated into tertiary institutions.
Okay.
And the tertiary institutions like you and I have gone, they are all under the state student loan scheme.
Okay.
So that is where he was directing them to go. And he was even advising there. Until that, school student loaning, they were going to be paid monthly out of their allowances. So it was not just a kind of tradibiala. So there was a program.
Isn't it true, Doctor? Even if it means Obo lose the election,
yes, but that's a pragmatic leader. That's a pragmatic leader. Now, let's talk about this Oniodo.
Okay.
Never had Alex Sebufia said that it was only meant for cops.
Okay, a ambulance service working.
That man must be dreaming if he said that. He must be dreaming if he said that. Because Nana, them ambulance be in the way eye operation with them I Oniadonuma.
Oh, the man.
Yes. It was supposed to be a mobile clinic from the Toko them hinterlands. A friend place one hospital.
So it was not meant for Chrome.
A Chrome.
Okay.
So the ship na a building. Everybody. I want to abandon what it. I want to abandon what it.
For 2 years you abandoned it. I want to abandon what it. 2016. I want to say you abandoned it.
Lanache, for the Uniadonu programming, I will bring you documents on it. That it was not meant for normal ambulance service. It was meant for medical service. Be a formula day. That's a kind of cataract is no alcohol, no alcohol. That's the essence of that. Now, another one. Since Nana, so you hear Mason, if you hear Tyler, if you hear any artisan biara, did the impossible son of Togo, another of the Ivory Coast.
And not Togo, yeah.
Yes. Unless you have not taken note.
It's true, they are taking all the jobs. Because Ghana for now was way lazy.
Yes. So if we introduce a program of apprenticeship for craftsmanship,
okay,
so that young from Manas, Obi Hoy Mason, Mason, but them to go Hoy Mason, why tally, why a carpenter. If you are going to introduce that, Nana, I don't see I So your NAPCO may have its own objectives. Ours is just.
So it's not copycat.
Copycat.
Or is there different policy?
Okay. Even if under NAPCO, we can have another dimension to NAPCO there. Look. These people here will Ghana here.
Okay, Jida 1 billion.
Yeah, Jida 1 billion.
Yata no pass until where
me da Sudan na me PDS o.
PDS Sudan na me PDS obo ka wa hen. Obo aban ka wa hen.
Ye.
Obo aban.
Me da Sudan na me crow.
Crow right there.
Crow.
I watch now.
They are going back to
what is the issue?
You are going to talk about corruption for the NDC.
Yes.
Jesus.
I'm looking for a platform to engage on that.
Me and you.
Yes. One man platform.
What?
I'm very serious.
What?
I am 100% confident about that. Young Quay. But what's the American then? You will be the Oklahoma. Don't work catcher and then we have a short memory. No more I am yo.
Jida, there's a report on it. Isn't it?
Catcher and there. Ghana, I mean, short memory. What was the reference of short memory in this?
But you have not read the book.
I did the aye nyama p and confirm na zinya ye kai e be jawa ka che we have a short
confirm 500 also onso excavator
500
onso excavator any type
500 let us refresh ourselves
onso excavator any type
what do you ensika na wo fa we are sana be jina wa ka che we have a short memory that no pede one
but you have not read the document
but this is the document
but he didn't say this in out of context
but you see
have you read the others
I have read the entire thing.
If you
and that energy, if you are working under energy, then I'm not bumped and cover my chance. If someone working under energy, ni na anya no kwai.
Yeah.
Man, it's not an American. If someone working under and only thing I'm using them documents.
Next week,
Baba.
Only thing I'm using them documents. Someone working. Ni na anya no kwai.
Nkatego.
Abaze.
Nkatego.
How you know Nkatego?
I'm careful.
Oh, no one handing over documents. I wasn't Abani in the year 2016. I have a copy. Now, on so yenza yere prepare for him there law necessary only for NDC.
I know.
Law necessary.
Every government
should be handing over.
Yeah, prepare until we shall compare the 200 over.
Of course.
No, you do not know as I some working 100% of it is a total lie.
Why, yeah.
Nanya NDC for work there project for a ghost project. So University of Ghana Medical Center also in the MPP for a year home and
guest house.
Oh, guest house.
But your commentary on all of those issues. I think that it's about time, and I will encourage all other friend commentators and new communicators there. We should go down that route. You find some work and a document. You find back as some American. I can't tell a document or to them. Now it is the Ghana for Temu. Ghanaians have a short memory. To them, I can't review of one casement. Knowing very well that we flag breakage na baby da. Waka the Ghanaians have a short memory. One koyin. He should not have repeated this. It's a straightforward insult to the people of Ghana.
Okay.
Now, when you compare it side by side, then you may be a warrior who that be. I mean, I see clearly they don't have a message.
Okay.
Until they are now attempting to redefine the issues.
Okay.
So they can have something to say.
NDC, your message in MPP.
What message in
MPP?
Clearly, they don't have a message. Until they are finding a message.
Before I walk, my your friend and could be one messages are whether about your friend and Father Thomas or Fordham University. Also, I hear him, Father Thomas office, Yana no call home, or say, or cheer him, Papa, you my ye, and the uncle die, and Kodo. Musa Batwa, I will come say, no say, a lady, the Uncophonic studio, Manson, politics, why, what I say, there are 4 unpopular decisions are a friends and President Anado, why a COVID-19 pandemic in Ottawa, not the Naka could do a first 50,000. I got for young fan Chanada. Nemum, yes, baby or the bian home, Entiapobia, Unyacopo so. Now, after one final ACA, you say, and confess that graphics and posters about Posana, Pokajima, any President Mahama, Dada, and teacher say, I say, a done deal, I say, no, but they say, ambush marketing, so they are in the air cost cram. Oba kwa me say amasama be se na wotwe omunye nsuo ofra nsuo fo no kwa omumfa nti na nada mo asem o kanyina onko kanche Ghana waterfall no so omuma nsuo no mra na fo afi yenia happy birthday Joshua Mensa ewo GACL Ghana Airport Company Limited or finance department obusuafo nyina unua George eni efua omunya so omuso Yakopon enkwatentini hya ne nadom ene nyansa e de ma so koso a ne koso na nyini efree adumo eko adumo you know be ma Paul and okase in fact say they done deal e map of sa na no pokwaje no a e no be kono aso e no omo so omo e pe no e na Charles Nyame e wo asamaka say I still don't get why the president who has tested negative no e was so isolating him because en positive for and isolating no pacho protocols no say negative once obi a wenye bia ben wo no also isolate una for san your test biem ye biem na for confirm whether or not will be anase uni bi ye nua be ma odamen chia papa odame ewo ye nuanom Joy FM and so osefia we are monitoring adwuma we Nate ewo Maryland no osefia good feedback adwuma mo ye no ene mpanifo ni nyina obi aka na dwene wo mo nka wo madwene na fe wo mo moa na ye nyina ye nkoye ni mafto Ghana ye ya eyeye emeye nyina lawyer broni osefia no pemechao no panelists ni nyina good job ene wo mo ye Ghana say ya aso wo mo de wo mu bu wo mo ho obi ne no ofase but mo respect wo mo ho pa anti Felicia Mrs Felicia Marky one anama ewo GBC wetema isa Felicia ye chia papa ne wo boys ni nyina Yakopon enhwe mo so ewo tema na afo ma enkwatenten eni mo echi bo sambo achi wasa marketing ona say so domelebo ka che say apart from obi antumi nya na adwuma na yesi ko leave ade na mpese obe ko leave che say chinchine a wo san cho letter abre aban na ono apepa wo a odo ba adwuma mi say onko na che say oni aban be yi ano ana say den na domelebo pese o che no teacher kujo ewo ti obodom adantase o say Ghana for to aba ama JDM is like bringing COVID-19 back to your house. Nti JDM de mento aba emma no ono so na dwencha ode eba eno na branch eba ko se via COVID dey real nti ye de futo ne magana fo amutie no mfa nko asopem no mfa nye adwuma na emfa so emra so nyesa ye tete anu ma na yakotete yawe no e de aba kwadansa fo wo kumase so hwe ye da se te wo de TV na ato UTV na hwe e de amaye sa so ye nu aba Dorinando the queen of airwaves or yeah you more than 25 years Doreen and now your birthday happy birthday belated birthday and come Doreen Ando Yakopon koso na onhira was na at your age who look like obi already 25 nti koso anenya inshane bi abi wedge or say if you may enjoy and the discussion mode abapa blessed Tony lo so mo wo kokrentumi or say so the pa and the discussion no a good job and wo ye wo no ompanifo no mo studio ni na otum so mo so bi atiapo a wote ensem ase a class B the la rasu okulu or say if your employer says you have accumulated your leave into now to say and now baba tell my Ghana or say if you have Father Dixon say when you leave right to call na koda into we domelebo de yo ko Dr. Ajewapia doc ye chia pa doc madam for pa o ipass I mean na ye adwuma productive health care ni ade before I know Ghana health service doc Yakopon sha no nko so a enhwe so man na doc Jewapia so de na busuafo disco o matam o long family of religious and omo disco omo so omo busuafo na di Muhammad disco Christo church e bae enti Dr. Wapia ya da se pa oka NDC COVID-19 team no ho monko so a abusuafo e di besi anu say aseda kese enkoma yera former ambassador to India high commissioner to India yera Sampi Yale very decent person obia bonabaso so peni aya de no wofa ase na nadamwa consultant Ministry of Energy and number boy me e de nkomo no so whatever it is at the end of the day wo na wo so to aba enye media for na because na media for na monkasa the media is not here to vote for you wa fa wadwen omo ye discussion ni wi a wa fa wadwen control wudi edu so ato aba simple and short mahama ombeto petrol ma nanado ombeto petrol ma covid ba mahama ni nanado nyawe omo the best care they will get it also that's the biggest question I also obusa but at the end of the day a part of beautiful politics nti democracy na ye beto aso a ebusa fa nyakopon ye adom ochina no pa ebesa de ajechen so madwumede e de abram bi ase da kese ma tribe said for e was Spinters Road omo na eboaye e maye echinwe a eti apa obi efrem ya no poti efia uti na efe mse anya ya no de aseda no ama tribe said it was Spinters Lady Joy okono ho no ma no aka chense efia mepe eti na efia ehye ni bi uka che no a obema de eti apo ne covid or no covid wa uti adwuma mu kra o so utumi chele na obi enso yes onso onama oje points pa eti Lady Joy no workers am tribe said na yes Nyankopon sha e de number 020995933 yeah that's pa Lady Joy ne adwuma wono nkofo na ye sanso na Kensi ene pamatare ma ya AGM wife onu oti a say Kensi 2020 the biggest wedding this year yeah anya covid enke bi kwa nkobi abetu no but still the remaining undisputed design Kensi enna meshe ewa hana no so ade de baba bonte very soon your launch abon say yeah entade papa etiapo a udu baby e maro animonyam say e be pam bia ma mahama ne na ado wo mokọ campaign ni ade no mo dam say Kensi for election 2020 say yes o say e pempe politicians so omuduru ni pema omo ede aginchi ati asida kese nkoma Kensi so na asida so nkoma the boy o makola ono di jewelry ko ma de wristwatches ne jewelry aba fofofo kwajo de na daka mo hye chelezesi a o twem wawu edinya be hyewo nso de kwa kwhye atamado ko the boy ewo makola na kwajo de yankopon ya adoma ye be san hye anyampa ochina ebi asida kese nkoma production team ni ene wo so share live ewo UTV edamase mammo ene hwe